What's going on, horror fans? Welcome back to another episode of Slash and Cast. My name is Riley.
My name is Nick.
Oh boy, we got quite the episode for you. A lot of topics, some brand new news, some kind of old news. But before we dive into all that topics, we do have a couple announcements for you.
First things first, our podcast network is the realest. The Slashcast Podcast Network is churning out some good content this month. You know, October, it's kind of our specialty. Also, everyone involved in the network is involved in our Halloween virtual convention. For more news on that, stay tuned to Slash and Cast or check out slashcast.net.
Yeah, and if you want to join the network, you can also apply there as well. Got a new show announcement tomorrow for someone that just applied, and we're really excited for it. I also want to announce that we're back to the big boy grind, is what I'm calling it. YouTube, we've been posting pretty consistently, but not as much as I'd like to, that we'd like to. So getting back to more videos, still staying news-based a lot of the times, but I know that we have Slash and Cast in our back pocket now with the show again, so it's not as desperate to get 2 to 3 videos out every day. So like we posted yesterday with the science-based scares, things like that, gonna mix in some more videos like that. I want to stream at least 3 times a week, probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a whole lot of things we also want to bring back for members. Just all around, back to the grind, 150%. So if you're not a member, consider joining for as low as $2 and get access to that exclusive content, including movie nights as well. We're going to get those back going, hopefully, every week. I've had issues with just like not being here, not being home on the weekends. So I'm trying to be home more now. Now the Fall Camp Blood is like right near the end, man. And for backers and members as well, you'll hear some news about that very, very soon. With that, let's dive into today's topic, starting first with Friday the 13th, the game. It has officially been confirmed for PlayStation 5. We talked about it a while ago, did a whole video on it, and at the time, Gun Media was not very certain, said they had things to work out. Didn't know really what that meant, but they had faith, and that was good to see. But now, there is a brand new message. It's all started with a rumor. There was a brand new message on the PlayStation screen. If you go look at Friday the 13th, the game on the PlayStation Store, it simply said, to play this game on PS5, your system may need to be updated to the latest system software. Although this game is playable on PS5, some features available on PS4 may be absent. See PlayStation.com/BC for more details.
Right. So, again, not really any big announcement by Gun except for a reply to a tweet. So Gun did confirm this by saying, quote, not coming to PS5 by way of a re-release, but backwards compatibility is there.
Yes, I mean, that's nice. That's exciting. Officially confirmed that Friday the 13th, the game will be on PlayStation 5. So all those that were worried, if you're going to still be able to play your favorite game, you can still confidently sell your PS4 and get a PS5, and you'll be able to play. It'll be just fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next topic.
This next topic, oh boy, this is one we've been, hearing about for a while. I Know What You Did Last Summer TV series. It was reported well over a year ago that James Wan was producing the pilot episode of a potential I Know What You Did Last Summer television series for Amazon. And we learned the other day that Amazon is now officially ordered the project to the series.
Which, that alone, wild, right? Like I thought for sure when they announced it and nothing happened, I was like, it's over. It ain't happening, dude. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's bad. So does that mean there is a pilot out there then, right? Like James Wan did a pilot?
I need my hands on that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'm assuming the pilot itself will still be used in the actual series, one would assume. But yeah, THR reports that Sarah Goodman, who did Preacher and Gossip Girl, which maybe that's good news or bad news for you, I don't know, is writing and exec producing the series for Amazon Studios and Sony Pictures TV, and that the show will share a premise with the movie in which a group of teenagers is stalked by a killer a year after a fatal accident on their graduation night, but put a modern spin on that material. In other words, there'll be cell phones. That's probably the modern spin, I would assume.
So I see this playing out very similar to the Scream TV series. And hopefully in every good way.
Yeah, hopefully like season 1 and 2 good way.
Yes.
Not season 3 good way.
I think with the Scream, the next Scream movie finally coming to light, and obviously Halloween's doing good. I think we're just getting back into the slashers.
Yeah, which is great. I mean,
Yes.
I did that whole project my senior year of college that I said that perhaps the golden era of slash movies has yet to come, because the 2020s could be it. Maybe they'll beat out the 80s. We'll see what happens. I have more thoughts on this, but get that quote shared first, and then I'll share the thoughts that maybe you guys don't want to hear.
So Sony Pictures TV Studios co-president Jason Clodfelter said, quote, "We are thrilled to have I Know What You Did Last Summer with our incredible partners at Amazon Studios. Neil Moritz and Original Films Development consistently fires on all cylinders, and that is proven once again with Sarah Goodman's contemporary and pulsating character weaving suspense thriller."
And the thing is, man, James Wan, the legend, Insidious, Saw, The Conjuring, is continuing to produce this with Atomic Monster, with Rob Hackett and Michael Clear. So that's good news, right? But I don't know why, and it has nothing to do with who's working on it. I have no judgment whatsoever based on the crew that we've seen so far, and I think there's been some minor cast announcements, right? Or not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have no judgment based on that. I just think this is going to be terrible. Everything in my gut says it's going to be so bad. I don't know why that is, but man, I think about it, and I'm like, okay, take what is I Know What You Did Last Summer and try to make a series of it. And there's potential there, I guess, but I think it's going to end up being super cheesy. I think it's going to be like Scream, like you said, but I think it's going to be even more cheesy. And
so you're talking like Riverdale.
Yeah, I think it's going to push to that it's going to be very teen driven to the point where it's too far. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about it, but hopefully Juan doesn't let that happen. But at the end of the day, he's just producing, and a lot of that is probably just hey, here's a paycheck. Juan, can we put your name on this? Is that all right? And that's probably what it is. I don't know how involved he actually will be.
So James, hit us up if you need a I Know What You Did Last Summer consultant. And then for season 2, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer series.
Yeah, we got that. We'll bring Jack Black back and everything. So all of that. This does beg the question. I think the most important thing to this is James Wan truly an I Know What You Did Last Summer fan? How much does he like teen slasher movies? Because that's big to me. All right, I have a lot more respect for James Wan, the fact that he's want to take this up. So I'd like to hear more. James Wan, an interview based on his teen slasher knowledge. Make that happen.
Conducted by Slash and Cast.
Right. I'll contact. I'll text him. We're good friends. I wish that was true, man. James Wan. I just want to pick his brain. I just want to pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, man. With that, let's stay on the 90s slasher topics. Let's talk about Scream 5 a little bit. This news is old. All right. I'm aware of that. It's been talked about for several weeks now, and it's a sort of a leak and a rumor-based thing. And you could argue these are spoilers. I don't really think so, because none of this is even confirmed yet. So, whatever. But I want to discuss it. All right. So Melissa Barrera, who is playing a key role in Scream 5, shared a video on her Instagram with the cast at the beach. They're hanging out. She's just doing a quick little panorama. Just getting everybody in there. Which we see Dylan Minnette, who looks great, blonde and beautiful as ever. But it also briefly showed a woman. And that woman was tagged as Heather Matarazzo. And maybe that name sounds familiar, maybe it doesn't. But that is the beautiful woman who played Martha Meeks, Randy's sister, in Scream 3. That's big, man. These leaks that keep happening because of the cast being stupid on Instagram is unreal. This video has since been removed, but of course it's been downloaded 35 times, and everyone has seen it. So another big mistake there.
Right, and the first mistake was when Marley Shelton tagged Skeet Ulrich in her previous Instagram post, which was then also removed.
Yeah, it was edited, so that photo is still up, but she took out Skeet.
And then Skeet was also tagged on Instagram a while back by production designer Chad Keith. So maybe all the Scream cast should just stop using Instagram.
Yeah, for real, dude. Chad Keith, who also on that same post where he tagged Skeet, he tagged the rest of the OG cast before they were announced. So Chad Keith really needs to get it together. But yeah, man, he just shared the poster and he tagged Skeet in it. So Skeet has been tagged 2 different times by 2 different workers, employees on Scream 5, the rumors about Skeet somehow having like a flashback appearance become more and more strong. And the rumors that perhaps Skeet and Nev, or Skeet and someone else, had a child, or Skeet, Billy cheated on Nev in high school, and then that it could be Marley Shelton's kid. There's like all these rumors going around about this, and perhaps that's why Skeet is back. I don't know. It's all very interesting.
The thing is, Skeet in the original Scream was very thin, very skinny. Skeet now, he's a man.
He's a grown-ass man. Still looks great, though.
He's got some meat on those bones. So, like, I really don't know how you're going to do a true, like, flashback sequence with present-day Skeet.
Yeah, that is a good point. I think, de-aging is so advanced now that perhaps they could pull it off. But other than that, I don't really know where you toss Skeet in. Unless it's flashback-based, I don't know why he'd be involved at all. And perhaps he's not involved. Maybe them tagging Skeet was just a fluke. But I didn't see Matthew Lillard tagged at you. So why tag Skeet, not Matt, So I don't know. It's interesting nonetheless. And yeah, on top of that, if you happen to care, they were filming in a bowling alley. So we're probably got some sort of bowling alley scene in there, which we saw in the TV series. So yay. There's that. Scream 5 all around. I would say avoid Twitter if you're looking to avoid spoilers surrounding Scream. Keep to your very tight sources in terms of Scream 5, because at this point the cast is bound to spoil the whole fucking movie for you. Right on Instagram. Don't go on Instagram.
No.
Don't follow any of them on Instagram. All right, with that, let's move on to our next topic of the day. Roseblood, a Friday the 13th fan film written, directed by our very own Peter Anthony, who's a producer and actor within the Fall of Camp Blood, is putting together a brand new fan film that serves as a direct sequel to Friday the 13th Part 7. Which, goddamn.
That's just so
it's
ambitious.
Bold. Yeah, it's super bold. It is.
Yeah. Friday the 13th, Roseblood takes place 13 months after the events of Friday the 13th, Part 7. We find Tina Shepard being held captive at the notorious Camp Crystal Lake Research Facility. Dr. Sykes, under the rule of General Brockbauer, has failed in his attempts to harness Tina's telepathic power. The general has grown tired of the lack of progress and has found a new Tina, a new blood. Rose. It seems Rose is even more powerful than Tina could ever be. The general has a plan for both of them. His backup? The FAST group. FAST stands for Forward Assault Anomaly Strike Team. Highly trained mercenaries with one mission at hand, the capture of Jason Voorhees. Will Tina and Rose escape the evil General Brockbauer's plan, or will Jason's carnage be too much to stop?
Like I said, very, very ambitious. It is. And considering that I know exactly where all this started, where the story began, because I worked pretty closely with Peter on it, and he just kind of ran with it. It's crazy. It's a very, very wild fan film. One that won't be a feature film, but probably will sit in anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. I think it's definitely worth checking out. And you should do just that. It's available in Indiegogo right now. Link in the description. They already broke their goal, man. They had a flexible goal of $20,000 and hit it within 3 days. A little over, last I checked, it could be more now. Last I checked, a little over $22,000 raised. We are involved to a degree on this. For once, I'm able to focus directly on being a director of photography on it, which I'm very excited for. And hopefully both of us will be on set during the shooting, which is supposed to happen March and April. All around, cool film. You should definitely check it out. The fan film triumphs continues, They continue making it happen. Friday the 13th is still stuck in a lawsuit. Let the fan film shine. Let all these independent filmmakers have their moment. Go support them over there on Indiegogo. With that, let's move on to our next topic of the day. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is getting some horror-themed operators, and this update is all around pretty wild. So let me just give you a breakdown of this, okay? Modern Warfare Warzone has revealed 2 new operator packs, one based on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the other on Saw. This pack includes character skins that will make your gung-ho soldier look like Leatherface or Jigsaw. Of course, Billy the Puppet Jigsaw. Gotta be more specific these days. The Saw Operator Pack is coming with, of course, the Billy Operator skin, 2 Spiral weapon skins, a Phlebotomist Okay, legendary weapon. This is like a vein puncture weapon you got here. Pain train vehicle skin and stickers, calling cards, emblems, etc. And then on top of that, you got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which of course comes with the Leatherface operator skin, 2 weapon skins, neon yellow, bloody like his chainsaw, looks great. You got the Meat Grinder, a legendary weapon, which is it's the old hammer. It's the old hammer, the bump you in the head with the old mallet. You got the Squealer, which is a vehicle horn, which I'm desperate to hear it. I want to hear it so bad. And then on top of all that, you got the charms, stickers, calling cards, emblems, sprays, etc. It's all very exciting. All of this comes in a big ass Halloween update called The Haunting of Verdansk, which is available probably right now. The time you are watching this today, October 20th. And this is all part of one big event that's going to include like zombies and other shit. It's wild. Just go check out the trailer, link in the description below. All that will run until November 3rd. Modern Warfare saying goodbye with a bang 10 days before Cold War comes out.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, did you ever think we'd see, licensed horror in Call of Duty again?
Yeah, it's unbelievable that this type of thing is happening. And let me tell you why it's happening, okay? Friday the 13th, the game, Dead by Daylight. This shit doesn't happen without those games being successful and having a following from people like us, people like you. The success of Friday and Dead by Daylight have opened so many doors now. The possibility of these new games happening and horror franchise games happening has gone up so much. And the fact that we are seeing Leatherface return in a Call of Duty game, the fact that we're seeing new Leatherface skins coming to Dead by Daylight, it begs the question, is there a TCM game hopefully happening out there? The same goes for Saw. They're building off a Spiral. Are we getting a new Saw game? Which would be awesome, dude. I fucking love the Saw games, so I would love to see another one happen. I think they're really cool. Even in VR. Imagine a VR Saw game. I would shit myself. I think that's a one horror franchise that you could really run with and make a cool VR game. Maybe
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I know a little off topic, but kind of on topic. Friday the 13th, the game was recently in PlayStation's, one of PlayStation's defining games of the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dead by Daylight is in there.
It's got to be, right?
I would think so, but I looked and I didn't see it. Maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough. I didn't have sound on too, so
I watched up until the Friday moment. So if it happened before, I don't think it's there. Perhaps it happens after. I'm not sure.
But yeah, like the success of these games. I mean, they said that Jason Voorhees is a console-defying game.
Yeah, I mean, unreal, man.
That's the reason we have Saw and Texas Chainsaw Massacre DLC and Call of Duty, one of the biggest games, coming today as you're watching this.
Yeah, like I said, the shit doesn't happen without those games being so massively successful. And the doors are, the options are limitless, man. The doors are open. Let's get some people fucking running through them now, huh? Make it happen. All right, let's stay on the topic of Texas Chainsaw Massacre because, like I said, there's a lot going on with TCM right now. A lot of doors open here. All right, so a new take on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We knew it was in the works. We knew it was coming from producer Fede Alvarez, who did the Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe, which that should already get you excited as shit, okay? But today, Legendary launched an official website, TexasChainsaw.com. Go check it out, link in the description, for the upcoming film. On the website, you'll find some early art for the movie, which comes with the promise that, quote, the face of madness, which of course is Leatherface, will return in 2021. On that site, you can enter your email address to receive a motion poster, and you get a redeemable code in Call of Duty for an exclusive calling card. What is this, dude? What does life come to, man? The fact that a new movie is combined with Call of Duty Warzone, unreal. I can't believe it.
Right. For this movie, David Blue Garcia is directing the movie, written by Chris Thomas Delvin. And the cast so far includes Ellie Fisher from Bo Burnham's 8th Grade, Sarah Yarkin from Happy Death Day to You, Jacob Lattimore from The Maze Runner, and Mo Dunford from Vikings. things.
Yeah, and I do wish Fede Alvarez was directing, but hey, David Blue Garcia, you got my support. I want to see it happen. So yeah, I mean, wild all this is happening. And the poster, there is a little bit of an Easter egg in that poster. You get old school Leatherface dancing. You got dancing Leatherface snuck in there a little bit.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Now, Legendary is reportedly hoping to kickstart a new franchise with this one. At least that's the last we heard, and supposedly that it will be some way connected to the OG. Now, I'm excited that TCM is relevant again, and we're seeing Leatherface make appearances and things again. But I'm at the point, man, where I'm like, dude, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, what more can we do? You think Halloween, that timeline's confusing? It's just as bad, if not worse, for TCM, but it has hit the mark so many times. And at what point do we say enough is enough? Like, this has to be good. This has to be the one, or it'll never be touched again.
So, we're going into 2021 with Halloween Kills and a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. And then followed very quickly by Scream 5 in January 22.
Yeah, too bad they couldn't have made that shit happen for 21 as well, an October release. Or just, I think they should move to December. In my personal opinion, go back to like the OG release date of like December 20th and drop it in December. And we could have one of the craziest years of horror in 40 fucking years. Be wild.
It's still going to be wild to have, Texas Chainsaw and Halloween hopefully battling it out. I can't see them releasing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, outside of October. Maybe they throw it in like July, August.
Yeah, it's kind of got a summer movie vibe to it. So August would be pretty cool if they could pull that off.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
The one thing I'm desperate to know, and perhaps this is already confirmed, perhaps not, and since Legendary is kind of taking advantage of it, I think it will. But I want to know if it's going to theaters. Are we going to get a full theatrical great release of this Texas movie that we haven't gotten in a long time? That's what it needs. It needs to be taken that seriously with that type of mentality and prep. So
it depends on where the United States is at that point, not the rest of the world. It depends on where the United States is.
Well, right. Like the thing with TCM, this website, they seem to be already taking it seriously. That website is legit, man. They have like, it has sounds. If you click, it makes a ding. That sound. It's got the score in the background. The website's cool as hell, man. So they seem to be taking it very seriously. It's kind of thing I haven't seen since like the early 2000s. Movies don't do websites all that much anymore.
They don't. They really don't.
It used to be like a real cool thing. I remember the Freddy vs. Jason website, freddyvsjason.com, which might be still a registered domain. I don't know. I'm just saying that was cool. That made me very excited when I was younger. And to see Texas taking this seriously and doing that, I don't know, man. There's a lot of potential there. Don't fuck it up. This is like our last chance. Don't fuck it up. All right. With that, we're going to move on to our next topic. And this one should be kind of exciting for some of you guys out there. Crystal Lake Tours is open once again. As most of you diehard fans know, the original Friday the 13th was filmed at Camp Nobi Bosco, which is actually an active Boy Scouts camp at Hardwick, New Jersey. Unfortunately, the campgrounds are off limits 100% to the public, meaning you can't actually visit those filming locations whenever you want. But every once in a while, Crystal Lake Tours whips them out, and you can go visit on some rare special events that the camp offers. And that's where Crystal Lake Tours comes into play here. She's back, and it's exciting. We got quite a few dates coming up here.
Right. Obviously, they're doing it safely, limiting the amount of people, temperatures at the door, masks required at all times, the standard nowadays.
Yeah.
They have a couple different tour formats, including lakefront tours, which start at $89 plus tax and fees. These shorter tours take you directly to the center of Camp Crystal Lake movie set, The Lake. You will visit 5 filming locations in this area and have plenty of time to take photos. And it also includes special gifts, approximately $30 value. And then the full tours starting at $159 plus tax and fees. The full loop tour includes all filming locations at the camp and plenty of time to take photos. The evening session of this tour also includes all filming locations in the dark. Bring your flashlight along to experience the first ever night tours for Crystal Lake Tours, and that includes a special gift up to $30 value.
So this is awesome. I mean, to go to Friday the 15th, Camp Novi Bosco at night. I mean, come on. That'd be sick.
At night.
At night, yeah. It'd be such a cool experience to do that and to visit that OG location like that. I've never gotten to go. I've always wanted to go. I thought about going to this, but flights up there to Hardwick are just too expensive right now, which is weird. It's like the only place in the country that I can't fly to with like at $100, but whatever, it's fine. If you are in the area, if you're willing to fly out there as well, you should take a look at it. You got tour dates available right now for October 23rd, 24th, 25th, the 30th, and then, of course, the 31st on Halloween, which would be even sicker. But even cooler than that, there's also a tour date on November 13th. That is a Friday the 13th, and November 14th. So if you're interested in it, go check it out. It's definitely a cool experience. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Just never got to do it myself. And I'm still not going to be able to do it myself. Someday, they'll make it happen. Crystal Lake Tours will stick around forever, hopefully. And hopefully they keep doing night tours. I hope that's a big hit. I hope that goes well.
I hope so.
That'd be cool. All right. Last thing. That's our last legitimate topic, but I have last thing I want to recommend to you for you horror fans out there. Stay Home. It's a brand new short film that came from Bloody Disgusting, which takes place during the COVID quarantine, with some of the biggest names in horror are targeted by a suspected killer, with no one able to leave their homes. Will any of the genre legends make it until morning? Now, this is wild. This is basically Host, but it's horror legends. And look at this. This is starring Dee Wallace, Scout Taylor Compton, Barbara Crampton, Kane Hodder, and Daniel Harris. Quite the list of names there. And it's short, sweet, in like 16 minutes. Had a lot of fun with it. And Scout is incredible. It's funny how much I hate Scout in Halloween 2. Not so much the first. I mean, I kind of don't like the character in the first one, but it's tolerable. But the second one, I can't fucking stand her. But she's so goddamn good. And it just says, you give her a good script or whatever, and she's amazing. I want to work with Scout someday. Goals. That's my goals in life. I just want to. Unbelievable. And the fact, like the thing is with these types of movies, like you're just sitting in your own bedroom doing this, and you're reacting to nothing. You're pretending to be on a Skype call and shit. It'd be hard. So I was like amazed with her performance. So you should check it out for that reason alone. And Kane's pretty funny in it. He's got a couple funny lines. All right, folks, that is going to wrap up this episode of Slash and Cast. Let us know all your thoughts on today's topics. If you're listening to this, make sure you check out the YouTube version. If you're watching this, make sure you check out the audio version. Go subscribe over there on all podcast platforms, wherever you do your podcast listening. Also available at slashandcast.net. Again, check out the podcast network. Make sure you turn those noties on. And if you want to become a member, support us further, consider joining for as low as $2. So click on the link in the description below. That's it. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so. Stay tuned for announcements for our virtual convention.
Yes, sir. We're going to grind in the last couple weeks for that thing, so prepare yourself. Also, a lot of stuff coming from Make Every Death Count. We're getting all these Halloween episodes out by Halloween. I'm determined to make it happen.
We'll do
it. Fall Camp Blood kind of got in the way for a little bit. Shit happens, all right? But now, the grind's back on. So if you aren't already subscribed to Make Every Death Count, please do, all right? I want to hear some more opinions on shit. That's the place to do it. All right. All right. And with that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching / listening. And we'll talk to you / see you in the next one.